Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermits and Crafting. And it is so good to be back here on the server, and it feels like it has been a Scar's age since we last sat down here and enjoyed some good times together. And since our last episode, there has been a controversy on this channel like no other, and I want to hear where you stand on that. Are you Team Composter or Team Oak? And what I'm talking about is the palm trees. If you remember from our last episode, we swapped out the oak wood for the brand new composter, and that is the final result. And then just over yonder on our shipwreck island, you'll see the former oak palm trees there. So which one do you like better? It has truly been a 50-50 debate in the comments, and even at Minecon, it was incredible to hear so many of you guys' opinion on these trees. So my opinion, I like this tree as a standalone palm tree. My concern on this island is that it very much blends in with the dirt around it, so the coarse dirt, things along those lines, whereas the oak popped. But on the other hand, this is like new stuff right here. This is 1.14 amazingness. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Hashtag I'm Team Oak, hashtag I'm Team Composter, or if I remember, I'll put it in a poll at the top of the screen. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. But with that, my friends, we are off for our new projects in 1.14. Just your everyday flag blowing in the wind here at the Futuristic station. I truly do. I look like a flag. I love it. But anyway, guys, we are here in the Futuristic area going to make one absolutely incredible rocket, which will launch us from Hermit Island to the brand new 1.14 land, so we can finally head out there and do some amazing things with the other hermits. So down in this little cove here, we are going to transform it into a massive launch pad. Also, there's one on the other side that looks identical, so I'm not sure which one I like better. Maybe you could help me with that. So there's this one, which would need a little bit more prep, like this thing would need to go, but it's relatively similar to the other side. And with that, we're going to build a giant rocket. We're going to get in that rocket and we're going to take off and head off to 1.14, and it's going to be amazing. But before we even start that, flying off or even building the rocket, I need to go see what has been damaged with the 1.14 update, because we need to see if there's damage control needed for our builds. Our first stop to see what has been a casualty of 1.14, and that is Cherry, the most profitable Hermitcraft shop ever created. And I have a really bad feeling. Yep. 1.14 claim Tango. May he be gone, but he'll always be in our hearts. But anyway, let's head inside, and it looks like the gremlins of 1.14 swiped all the merch off of the tables once again, and our display models here at the chest. Now, are the chests still filled? Okay, that's a good sign that these are all in there. I couldn't redo these things. That would be an absolute disaster. Now, all of the... Oh, this is very interesting. So all of the display stands, or whatever they call those, the things with the wolves and the sticks, what are these called? Whatever you are called, this thing, they're all gone on this side of the shop, but not this one. So whatever happened, the border was right here. That is really interesting, because these ones are still in their display. Okay, that's not a terrible problem. We can fix all of this. What you're about to witness is truly horrific. 1.14 has truly claimed the volcano's interior. It looks absolutely hideous in here and destroys the entire immersion of having this place darkened with the core gleaming. And is that a random green head from the green head hunt? I had no idea that was in there. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Well, I guess you could see a lot of stuff with the daylight apparently inside here. And this is fully sealed, by the way. And yeah, it's absolutely hideous. And it's super sad. So hopefully somehow we can get this fixed. Even though all the other lighting issues have been fixed throughout the server, this one persists. Well, hello there, my little friend. How are you? You doing good with that big old sword? Well, I've got the Lego-matic's gonna take you out in one shot. This thing never gets old. Oh wait, you're still alive. Hold on, let me fix that. Oh, I love this thing. A little sad about the volcano, but I was brightened up to see this absolutely amazing build by Zombie Cleo, and I have to show it to you guys. This squid or octopus attacking the pirate ship is absolutely amazing. And it looks like she has plans for more tentacles with the, the layout of the cobble there. But yeah, this thing is really, really intricate and really well done. Like the proportions are perfect. Oh, I absolutely love this. The pirate area is just one of the best places on the server. I am a beautiful butterfly trapped in the water because my wings got wet. But anyway, you can see up there, the blue sheep has made it all the way from this location when we started the terraforming project of the island, walked all the way to the arch, went up onto the arch, went to the volcano, really wasn't impressed, went back to the island, and has made it up there. Now, I've got an orange boat, and I'm going to throw him into it somehow. We got the sheep, we got the boat below it. Let's see if we can push it into it somehow. Bombs away. No! Blue sheep, no! I thought they could land in the boat. I thought it would suck them in. Oh, no. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, I will hold your blue wool and your meat forever in my heart. I felt so bad, I had to make a memorial here. So rip blue sheep, always looking for the next adventure. And my face looks way too happy for this somber occasion. Oh man, I feel so bad. Blue sheep, you were with us from the very beginning, but you will always be in our hearts along with Tango's. Rip poor blue sheep, and in honor of him, we are going to start our next project here, and that is our giant rocket. So I've decided not to put it on the right side, but I'm going to put it down in the left here, and boy, do I wish I had Optifine to zoom in. But this side's going to be a lot better because on the right side, it would be a little too close to green's base, whereas this spot has a full open area that we can work from, and it'll help us kind of take this cliff right here and kind of blend it a little bit more easily into the rest of the terrain. So it's going to look super cool. And of course, the water is going to kind of act as like the sea dragon rocket, if you're familiar with that, because it's so big, the water will help the suppression of it. So I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So where we're going to start with this project, if we fly up into the air and take a little swoop around, is we're going to start with the landscaping. So just kind of cleaning this area up, making it look a little bit more presentable. And then we can start dropping down some blocks and making one super cool launch pad. I thought we would talk a little bit as we're terraforming here. Now that I'm back from Mindfair Seattle, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by, saying hello. Hopefully you enjoyed the build cards. I gave away 265 of them, and hopefully we can give away more of those in the future events. And it's always incredibly rewarding and humbling to meet so many of you guys at the events. It's very inspiring. You want to get home, you want to make some content, and luckily, I didn't get sick this time, so #HealthyScar, which is absolutely amazing. And now that we're back, we got to figure out what is next with our Hermitcraft series. So what do you guys want to see? So #Hermitcraft ideas, and let me know what you want to see from me in the future of these videos. And things that I want to do is like underwater volcanoes. We got to make the pirate ships. We got to finish this area, and of course go to 1.14. But like I said, I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say in terms of what you want to see from me in the future. And thank you for the support on the 1.15 and what the pillager outpost should have looked like. That was really cool to see you enjoyed it. Hopefully we can do more of that style video in the future. End of super fast build mode, and we've got ourselves a beautiful landscape that ties into our existing landscapes from our prior episodes. And I'm very happy about that because it really blends well into this area. So we have our cove now built, and this is where our gigantic rocket is going to be with all of its walkways and things like that attached to the cliff. Now the pad that's going to go across here is going to be a little different than those. Of course, those are floating in the air. This one will be built slightly different, and the rocket's actually going to be pretty tall. It's probably going to be about as tall as the cliff up there. So that's going to be really, really cool to see. And I'm also envisioning potentially putting like a radar dish or a fuel tank or something along those lines right up there. But as we shoot over here, this looks hideous with all the snow because the snow is truly relentless. Now, I've tried to combat the snow with torches and I think even a little bit of string mixed in, and it's somewhat effective. So what I'm going to do on stream, and make sure you follow me on Twitch, that I'm going to go through here, I'm going to clean out all the snow, light this place up, get as much string down as possible so that it looks a little bit more presentable. And our next big challenge here in the Futuristic District is to find ourselves a tree that is suitable for the landscape. So if you have any ideas, shoot me a message on Twitter or in the comments below, because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with trees. Do we do an oak tree? Do we do a spruce tree? Or maybe some kind of futuristic tree? I'm not 100% sure. So help me with that design, because I'm a little bit stuck on it. And then let's fly one more time down to our little island here, and let me go get some supplies. And like that, we now have our supplies ready to build today. And I played around in creative a little bit more, trying to get the dimensions right for this rocket so that the landing pad would fit in this little cove right here. And I think it is gonna work absolutely perfect. Now, I wasn't feeling too well today, so I didn't live stream, so the snow is still on the cliffs, but I'm definitely feeling quite a bit better now. Also, I got a terrible migraine from playing the game because I was stuck at 48 FOV for some reason. I don't know how that happened, but it made everything much worse. But I'm feeling better, and I'm ready to tackle this project now. But before we do that, speaking of Cub Fan, we're going to head over to Concorp real quick, and we're taking a look at two incredible farms that Cub has made in 1.14. I want you guys to check these out on his channel. This is an automatic berry farm with foxes, and I think they have like a bow or something in their mouth. I don't know what that is, but somehow they're harvesting these. You'll have to check out Cub's video for that. And then finally, the real winner here, and that is a fully automatic sheep farm. So there's like 20 sheep crammed into this phone booth here, and then that deposits down into this chest. This is like next generation Minecraft here. This is amazing. So yeah, there's some kind of beautiful redstone wizardry back here. I don't know how it works. You'll have to check it out on Cub's channel, but yeah, this is fantastic. I wish it would go while we're standing here, because it shifts this floor right there and is just absolutely amazing. Stand in the middle. I don't know what this thing does. Oh my god, Cub, what are you doing? What the heck? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Cub, you maniac. Never a dull moment at Concorp, and we're back here in the Futuristic District, getting ready to finally build the rocket. Now, I have a question for you. How do you make smooth quartz? Now, I go into the crafting bench. There's my crafting bench. You know, I put some things here, grab out my book, and look around. I've got nothing here. Quartz slabs. I mean, I could try to make some stairs. I've like literally done like everything. Let's make some pillar blocks. Like, I don't know how to make it, and I can't figure it out. So in the comments, please let me know how to make smooth quartz, because I really want to try this. But until I learn the secret of the smooth quartz, it's time to hit super fast build mode. End of super fast build mode, and we now have our super heavy rocket built up and ready to go, and it is truly an interplanetary rocket ready to take us to the 1.14 lands. And it's kind of cool because it's a sized up version of these rockets, but it has its own unique characteristics, which I'm absolutely loving. So as for the rocket itself, there might be some small modifications I'd like to do to the window structure at the top. I wish I could zoom in without the fiber. We don't have it. So I might do that, but the bigger things are going to come down at the bottom. So let's land here next to camouflage sheep up there. Just gray as the wall there. I love it. Anyway, we might add a little bit more support structure here because this is a giant rocket and it might need a little more support to be a little more realistic in that area. And if we pop up, ow, ow. If we pop up onto the platform here, you can see that I did learn how to make smooth quartz, and I'm loving this. And when 1.15 comes, we are going to keep an eye on these blocks, truly see what we can do with these new blocks, because it is something I did in the past was like look at fun things that we can build with the new blocks out of the game, but we haven't done that in so long. Like when we did the Adobe house right when Hardened Clay came out and things along those lines. I want to do some stuff like that again, because some of this is going by and I don't even notice it until it's added, and I'm like, this is amazing. Anyway, you'll see some giant engines down here, and a modification that we could make is adding a giant plume coming out of the bottom of this, as if this is T-minus 0 seconds for ignition. So I'm loving that. And yeah, like I said, maybe do a few modifications on the windows, but we'll see about that. But the major change that we need to do is adding a service arm and of course a strong arm on the side of the rocket. So that's going to probably go on this side for balancing reasons, and it's going to go, you know, probably about that high, so a giant tower that'll go up, and that's for, you know, connections to the rocket, to fuel it, to power it, communications, different things along those lines before it takes off. So let's go look at some references for the space shuttle, the Falcon Heavies, and see what we can do about making ourselves a strong arm. We have the support structure, we have reinforcement down at the bottom of the platform, and I think we have completed this design so we can finally take it to the 1.14 lands. Now, up at the top, you'll notice that I changed the windows. The reason I did that is I wanted it to be a little bit bigger. So by putting the white strip between the windows, that creates like 2 stories. So it gives it the illusion that it's bigger than it is, right? If it's just 1 strip of windows, that might just be like 1 story of the rocket. But now it looks like there's 2. And of course, the strong arm on the side looks very similar to the prototype BFR-1 or the Starship. And I think it's looking pretty cool. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with this. And let's jump down here and look at some more of those little bits of details. And let's see if we can get on an angle. There we are. So you got this little connection right here, and then you have the actual walkway to go into the Starship. So I think that is looking absolutely fantastic. So where we need to go now, my friends, is to the gold farm, because Cubfan told me that we can do some neat things with enchantments in 1.14. So according to Cub, we can put multiple enchantments on armor pieces, and I want to try this out. So let's grab something out here. If I can find some kind of a protection item. I can't find anything. I mostly throw anything but protection away, so we might need to actually enchant to get, wait. Blast protection. Okay, let's see if we can put that on, say, our pants. There we go. Blast protection on our pants. There we go. That is quite something. This is crazy. Let's make a spacesuit. I figured out how I want to accomplish this spacesuit. It's not just going to be a spacesuit, but a pirate spacesuit, and we're going to make it out of gold because we can put all the protections on it and we'll be super, super protected, I think. I hope anyway. Let's do it. After almost a year, I finally have my golden pirate outfit. Originally, I never did it because I die so often. I need all the protection I can get. But now that we can double enchant up our armor here, we've got quite a setup. Now, of course, we don't have mending on it because we lost the mending villager, and I'm out of mending books myself. So we've got a decent amount of stuff on here. Some of them don't have blast protection because the only book that I had, I dropped it and it's gone, so that's a thing. But yeah, look at all of those enchants on here. I really do wish I had a mending book, because with this being gold, it's going to wear down really, really quick. But it is so shiny, it is so beautiful, and definitely has that space pirate feel that we are trying to achieve. Apparently, I cannot fly. There we are. Let's look at that shine. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that looks. Man, I don't know how long they're going to keep this in the game, but we're going to have some fun while it lasts. Now that we have our flight suit, I've got a ton of supplies packed up and ready to go. It's time to head off to 1.14 aboard the Scar ship, of course. And this is what we originally were going to do on the episode where we made the crossbow shot. People are always wondering what I had originally planned. It was this. We're finally now going to execute it. So, like I said, let's climb aboard the Scar ship and let's take flight. I've never flown a starship before, but how hard could it truly be? So let's light this candle and let's get going. I just want to start out and say everything's fine. I'm in a parachute, I'm safe. Rockets are harder than I thought, and I heard a boom. That must have been the rocket, and hopefully that wasn't so hard as building it landed on top of. Pull the ripcord here, and this clearly is not the Hermitcraft 1.14 village, and our rocket's on fire, and it's in many pieces, I see. That is not good. I think we just pulled a Dorothy on this good gentleman's house. Sir, it wasn't my fault. It was my small cat named Jelly. Grabbed the control at the last second. Anyone know the way to the Emerald Man? Okay, all right. I should have went back to rocket school. This isn't good. Okay, I'm gonna have to make the best of this. Village, I am now your new resident. I will rebuild this house. I will rebuild your village better than it was before. Hopefully someday we'll make it back. But until then, we're definitely gonna be here a while. And it looks like we've joined a pirate village. It's my brethren. I like it. I like it a lot. Not as much as this hot tub. Oh my. Oh, that feels good. After a long day, this hot tub feels quite delightful, but until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later, and don't forget to subscribe, because you may just become scarred for life, and this is to be continued.